Today's top 25 tech stories. Subscribe and hit the bell for daily tech updates. Langchain-Shannonbase 0.2.0. The Langchain-Shannonbase 0.2.0 release has been published, but users are experiencing technical issues with JavaScript disabled in their browsers, resulting in incomplete site loads. OpenSSL fixes HollowByte memory exhaustion bug. OpenSSL fixed a denial-of-service vulnerability named HollowByte, an 11-byte flaw that allows remote attackers to exhaust server memory without authentication. The fix corrects the allocation of memory by growing the buffer only as actual data arrives on the wire. Jonathan Desrosiers, 13 years contributing to WordPress. Jonathan Desrosiers has reached a milestone in his 13-year contribution to the WordPress project, having received credits for 24 consecutive releases and 29 of 35 overall since his first credited contribution in WordPress 3.6 Oscar. Redbricks, browse, query, and edit MySQL in a secure browser UI without installation. Redbricks provides a secure browser-based interface for MySQL databases, allowing users to browse tables, run queries, and edit data without installation or SQL expertise. The intuitive web app prioritizes security, keeping passwords in session only and ensuring data remains on the user's server. Pulumi-mysql 3.4.0 A17840111985. Pulumi has released version 3.4.0 A17840111985 of its Pulumi-mysql package, a software tool for managing MySQL databases in cloud and on-premises environments. Pulumi-mysql 3.4.0 A17837531181. Pulumi has released version 3.4.0 A178375318, one of its Pulumi-mysql package, allowing for improved management and deployment of MySQL databases through the Pulumi platform. AgentledgerMysql 1.5.0. AgentledgerMysql 1.5.0 has been released, an update for the MySQL database driver in the AgentLedger ecosystem. The end of no-code. Bending Spoons acquired Airtable for $1.28 billion, marking the end of no-code platforms as a significant innovation in software development. The acquisition signals that traditional coding expertise has surpassed the value of low-code or no-code solutions in creating organizational and process improvements. Presentation: Parting the Clouds, the Rise of Disaggregated Systems. Murat Demirbaz, an expert in distributed systems, discusses the rise of disaggregated systems, driven by cloud economics that demand decoupling compute and storage to reduce costs and improve scalability. Pulumi-mysql 3.4.0 A17841852274. Pulumi has released version 3.4.0 A17841852274 of its Pulumi-mysql package, enabling users to manage MySQL databases with greater ease and control. Inside MySQL 9.7 LTS features. MySQL 9.7 LTS introduces flow control monitoring and group replication, providing enhanced granularity through status variables gr_control_funnel_count, gr_control_funnel_sum, gr_control_active_count, and gr_control_funnel_timestamp. The feature can be installed using the Group Replication Flow Control Statistics component. CV 2026-58048. cPanel bug enables full database administrator access. A critical vulnerability, CV 2026-58048, was discovered in cPanel, allowing authenticated users to execute SQL commands with full administrative privileges, potentially compromising the operating system. Users are advised to update to fixed versions immediately. Misconfigured server reveals 3 Eviljinx phishing operations targeting Microsoft 365. An attacker's misconfigured server revealed 3 Eviljinx phishing operations targeting Microsoft 365 users. The operations, which targeted corporate mailboxes and bypassed multi-factor authentication, MFA, in two different ways, were discovered by French security firm Lexfo after they lifted the operator's toolkit from a publicly accessible bash_history file, making 768 servers look like one. A database sharding technique is used to scale relational databases by distributing queries and data across multiple servers, allowing it to handle millions of requests per second. Massively parallel Postgres backups. PlanetScale's massively parallel Postgres backups enable petabyte-scale databases to be backed up in hours at rates over 50 gigabytes per second by carefully orchestrating cloud infrastructure and DBMS tooling, including spinning up backup-specific nodes, pulling data from object storage, and WEL replay with massive parallelism. This Russian VPN has been accused of breaching its no-log policy. Here's what we know. Russian VPN provider SplitVPN has been accused of breaching its no-log policy after allegedly leaking 58 million connection logs. The company denies the allegations, but experts warn that even with a no-logs policy, users may not have a clear picture of the risks they face if their VPN is exposed to a breach. The DuckDB-MySQL engine at 500 gigabytes. Percona Labs successfully tested the DuckDB-MySQL storage engine at scale factor 500, processing approximately 3 billion line-item rows on an 80-core server with 187 gigabytes of RAM. The engine outperformed InnoDB, completing all 22 queries in about 3 minutes compared to over 28 hours for InnoDB. Guide to Data Tools Landscape for developers. A software engineer without a background in data science joined cloud notebook company DeepNote and discovered the complexity of the data tools landscape. Despite limited knowledge, they learned through research and collaboration to better understand various data tools and workflows. New cPanel critical flaw could let hosting customers run SQL as database root. cPanel has patched a critical flaw that allowed authenticated hosting customers to execute SQL commands with full administrative privileges, affecting all supported versions of cPanel and WHM and WP². The vulnerability, tracked as CV 2026-58048, requires a valid cPanel account and access to the MySQL/MariaDB feature. Helicone allows users to write SQL directly to a shared ClickHouse. Helicone has introduced an SQL editor called HQL, allowing users to write select statements that run directly against its shared ClickHouse cluster. The feature is secured by a row policy and custom settings in ClickHouse, ensuring that each organization's data remains isolated from others. Version-controlled SQL database Dolt releases 2.0 with automatic storage cleanup and compression. Dolt, an open-source version-controlled SQL database, has released version 2.0 with automatic storage optimization features, including garbage collection and archive compression, as well as improved support for large and vector data types. The update enables adaptive storage and claims the database is now faster than MySQL on Sysbench. Suzhurku Ranshanzhu Shangguan Yanzhu Xiecheng DBA. A MySQL error occurred on a server during full backup, causing an operating system error number 24 due to too many open files. The issue reflects misconfigured parameters for database instance and related processes, requiring optimization of soft limits and file descriptor settings. MySQL versus PostgreSQL, spatial data types, functions, and migration pitfalls explained. MySQL and PostgreSQL store spatial data differently, with MySQL integrating support into its engine and PostgreSQL using native geometric types and PostGIS for more complex GIS functionality. Amazon RDS and Aurora now support R8G and M8G database instances in additional AWS regions. Amazon RDS and Aurora now support R8G and M8G database instances in additional AWS regions, including Asia Pacific, Europe, US West, Canada West, South America, and Africa. The new instances provide up to 40% performance improvement and up to 29 price/performance improvement over Graviton 3 based instances. NVIDIA NetMySQL 1.9.0 A20260723. NVIDIA released version 1.9.0 A20260723 of its NetMySQL package, an update that may resolve connectivity issues caused by browser extensions, network problems, or browser settings. The new version aims to improve the site's functionality and user experience. Thanks for watching. Like and comment below. See you in the next update.